Take a slow breath. Let this moment settle inside you. You are not here by accident. You did not find this message by luck or chance. It was not only a system, a screen, or a random path that brought you here. I shaped every detail so you would reach this exact moment. Before you chose, before you even thought about it, this moment was already prepared with care and purpose. You felt lost, but each step you took was guiding you to me because I was already there, waiting. I know the fights you have faced these past days. I know how your thoughts tried to tell you that nothing would ever change. I heard the quiet breath you let out when you felt too tired to keep going. I saw you stand up without a clear plan, just to keep yourself from giving up completely. Others only saw what was on the outside, but I saw what was happening inside your heart. I saw the moment the pressure felt too heavy when you held back tears so no one else would worry. In that hidden place, I chose to step into your story. I did not come for a short visit. I came to stay with you. I am with you now, in your space, in your room, right where you are. Even if you feel alone, I was already there before you noticed. If you sense warmth, if your heart feels stirred as you listen, do not be afraid. It is me at work, bringing to life what was decided long ago. Today I do not offer soft talk, I give you truth. This moment was planned to shift your life. You asked for an answer. You asked for a sign. This is it. I arranged it so it would come at the right time, not early, not late. Now, what felt like delay was not failure, it was growth. Everything you went through was shaping you for what comes next. This is not because of your strength, but because of my care. Not by your effort, but by a promise kept through my faithfulness. I saw every step of your journey. When doors were closed on you, I stayed beside you. When people pushed you away, I stood guard over you. When you believed you had lost it all, I was only guiding you in a new direction. Nothing you lived through went unseen. And now I tell you clearly, this moment is not chance or luck. It is the moment where heaven and earth come together to say that you were chosen. Not because you earned it, but because I chose to love you and call you by name. Not because you know everything, but because I am the answer you were seeking. Listen with your inner heart. Sense what I am speaking beyond sound. This is not just another message or another video passing by. This is a meeting with what is eternal. The world may try to explain it away as coincidence, but inside you already know the truth. That heaviness you feel in your chest is not fear, it is my presence pressing gently against who you are. That shaking feeling is not weakness. It is my spirit reminding you that I am here with you. The quiet you feel now is not emptiness. It is my arms holding you close. I was there when you felt trapped with no way forward. I watched you smile just to cover your hurt. I heard every prayer that came through your tears. None of them were wasted. Every tear became water for the seed now growing inside you. Today, you receive proof that nothing was for nothing. Today, I show you that all of it was shaping you for this moment. I did not bring you here to hear nice words, but to feel my real presence. Welcome this calling. Do not push away what you feel right now. I am more real than your questions, stronger than your pain, closer than your past. I am in your home, in your journey, in your heart. Not to shift you slightly, but to change you fully. This is the start of something that will change how you see yourself and how you live. From this moment on, things will not stay the same. So respond with faith. Speak with your own voice what is already written above. Comment. This minute was written by God. I writing it. You are not just replying to a video, you are declaring that you know this is the exact moment I prepared for you. By responding, you mark in your spirit that this was not chance, not luck, and not the work of people. It was my hand that led you here. It is your heart agreeing with my call. Take another deep breath. Let it move beyond your lungs and reach your soul. You are not alone. You are not wandering, and you have not been forgotten. You are living the very moment I imagined with you before you ever breathed for the first time. You are stepping into a space where eternity touches the present, and I, your God, speak straight to you. Receive this, notice it, and speak it out, because your yes unlocks all that I have prepared. While you were unsure about opening this video, while your thoughts argued between skipping it or listening, I was already with you. I did not need your choice, because I had already entered your space and surrounded your heart. While doubt spoke loudly and distractions tried to pull you away, I was already here. My presence does not rely on a click, but I use this moment to help you see what has always been true. I was never distant from you. I saw your eyes close from being so tired. I heard your quiet words when you said you could not handle it anymore. I watched you keep moving without direction, only because you did not want to stop completely. I saw you, not from far away, but because I was right beside you. Closer than the breath you take, more real than the thoughts that weighed you down. Your pain did not drive me away. It brought me near to you. Even when you believed no one noticed, I saw everything. While you acted like you were fine, I heard the silent cry inside you. While you looked strong to others, I saw your hidden weakness. You thought my silence was like the silence of people, but I never left you. I was there when you fell, when you cried, when you felt unseen. And today I want you to understand this: my presence is not temporary. I do not come and go like others. I stay, I remain, I do not change. You asked for a sign, for reassurance. And now, as you listen, you feel something different around you. A warmth you cannot explain, a calm that enters even when things are messy. A weight that is not fear, but the gentle touch of my glory. This is the sign that you did not come here by yourself, that I was already with you before you noticed. Your room has become a place of meeting. Your home has become a holy space. Right where you are now is filled with my presence. Not because of who you are on your own, but because I chose to stay with you. I did not come just to gently touch your feelings. I came to deeply change what lives inside you. My presence is not only a feeling on your skin, it comes to heal wounds, to break chains, and to awaken what has been sleeping within you. Many think they must search for me in big places, loud gatherings, or great buildings. But today I show you that I am the God who meets you in quiet moments. I am the God who enters your home without asking people for permission. I am the God who sits near you when the world is asleep and hears even the smallest cry of your heart. When you thought you were forgotten, I was holding you. When you believed you were lost, I was leading you. When you felt rejected, I was guarding you from dangers you never saw. Every door that shut in front of you was my hand, keeping you away from paths that would have harmed your future. Every person who left was me lifting weight that could not travel with you any further. You mourned what you lost, but today I show you it was freedom. My presence is not like someone who visits and leaves. It is like a king who rules and remains. I did not come only to comfort you, I came to awaken you. I did not come only to touch your life, I came to fill it fully. I am not passing through your story, I am where you live. You will not stay the same, because when I arrive, nothing remains unchanged. From this moment forward, the air around your life is renewed. The thoughts that pressed you down begin to weaken. The voices that judged you lose their hold. The guilt that froze you begins to loosen. Because where I am, there is freedom. And this moment is not only about you. What I place inside you is meant to flow outward. What I pour into your life today will reach others who still do not know that I am present in their homes as well. So do not keep this moment only for yourself. Do not hold on to what is eternal as if it belongs to you alone. What you are receiving right now is meant to be shared as a living story. Send this message to someone who also needs to remember these truths. When you do, you are not only sharing a video, you are passing on the same peace and presence that now fills your heart. I know you have often believed you were not worthy of being chosen. I know you accepted the false words spoken over you. But hear this clearly, my plan does not rely on you being perfect. It stands on my purpose. And my purpose is far greater than your weakness. When others pointed fingers, I offered forgiveness. When others spoke down to you, I lifted you higher. When they said you were not enough, I already saw you as someone prepared. Today I tell you this truth: I did not come to visit someone unknown. I came to live in the life of someone who has always belonged to me. Make room for me everywhere. Do not push me into one small part of your life. Do not limit me to moments of feeling. Open your heart fully, the way a home is open to someone deeply honored. Yet understand this: I am not a visitor. I am the Lord. And I did not come to stay briefly. I came to remain. What once felt hollow will now be made full. What once looked broken will now be restored. What once lay in ruins will now rise again. Take another deep breath. You can sense that something unseen has already shifted. This is not the ending of your path, it is the start of something powerful. You were never forgotten, left behind, were cast aside. You were chosen, kept safe, and loved. And now my presence lives within you. Recognize it. Accept Him. Hold on to it, because this is the doorway into a new season of your life. I say this with certainty: it is not later. It is now. Not someday, not far away, not only in the future. It is this very moment when heaven bends toward your life and releases what was kept for you. Many people promised change. Many spoke of better days ahead. But hear me clearly: the new beginning has already started right here, right now. This moment, when you hear my voice, marks the start of a new season. It is no longer something far away. It is happening right now. What felt like delay, what seemed like long waiting, what sounded like silence was shaping you to carry what I am placing on you today. Every tear you cried, every prayer that felt unheard, every night you wondered if you should keep going, nothing was wasted. All of it is turning into a living story. No pain was pointless, and no struggle was empty. Everything became a seed for this moment where I say, what is inside you is now being awakened. You thought I had forgotten you, but I was growing roots deep within you. You believed you were standing still, but I was setting a strong base so what I build in you will stand firm. You looked behind and saw only loss, but I was clearing away what could not move forward with you. Now you look ahead and see what once felt empty becoming a fulfilled promise. The season of waiting has ended. The season of action has begun. What I bring today is not an offer, it is a firm declaration. I did not come to suggest what could happen. I came to establish what is real. My timing is not like human timing. When I say now, distance closes, chains break, and what seemed lifeless begins to live again. This is my appointed moment over your life, and nothing can stop what I have chosen to release. Listen closely. The weight you sense is not pressure meant to crush you. It is my presence waking your spirit. The tight feeling around your heart is not fear. It is the sign that what was planted is pushing upward and ready to break through. The warmth moving through you is not by chance. It is my spirit lighting a fire within you. You will no longer stand on the side, you will step into the story. You will not only hear about wonders, you will live them. You will not just watch others be used, you will be used. I do not only reach your life, I trust you with purpose. And here is the difference. When I touch, I bring comfort. When I entrust, I bring change. When I trust someone, I send them forward. And today I am sending you as someone who carries my presence. It does not matter if you feel small, unready, or weak. What makes you ready is not your skill, but what I place on you. And what I place on you is already there. Do not wait until you feel complete to accept what I am giving you. Take it now, because this is the moment I lift you up. I know some people did not believe in you. I know you were spoken down to, pushed aside, and even laughed at. But now I raise you in the same place where you were once put to shame. The ground where you were ignored will become the place where my power is shown. The same space where they said you had no value will turn into proof that I choose who I choose, and when I do, nothing can stop it. This awakening cannot be undone, because it comes from me. So do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not wait for a greater sign. Do not wait for another chance. The time is now. The moment is now. The breath you are taking is now. Do not delay your answer. What you waited for over many years is happening right in front of you. What you asked for quietly is now being answered clearly. What once felt impossible has already been spoken as truth in heaven and is now taking shape on earth through my word. And I ask you for a step of faith, not something empty, but something that seals this moment. Like and subscribe now as a clear act of faith. By doing this, you are agreeing in action with what I have already released in spirit. You are saying openly that you receive this awakening and that you choose to stand where I am working. This is not about helping a page grow, it is about marking this moment as sacred. By clicking, you are setting up a reminder before me that says, I see it, I accept it, I step into what is new. This awakening does not depend on how you feel, it depends on what I have decided. Even if your thoughts push back, even if your feelings shake, my word does not change. What I have spoken will not fail. You may question yourself, but I do not question my choice. You may think you are unable, but I know exactly what I placed inside you. This awakening cannot be stopped, because it has already begun. So take another slow breath. Sense the weight of what now rests over you. This is the start of something new. This is the moment when what could not be seen begins to appear, when what seemed unlikely turns real, when what felt impossible becomes a living story. Receive it, accept it, and move forward, because God's moment has reached you. I know the story your body and heart have carried. I know the mornings you woke up asking what you did wrong to deserve all you faced. Today I speak clearly and break the lie that followed you for so long. Your pain was never punishment. I did not punish you when doors closed. I did not leave you when voices faded away. I was guarding you. I was shaping you. I was preparing you for something you could not have handled without the growth that only comes through heat and pressure. When that chance disappeared, it was not a judgment of your value. I saw what you could not see. I measured the place, the motives, and the outcome, and I chose to protect what I placed in your care. That is why some doors shut hard. The force was not against you, it was the strength of my hand stopping a road that would have pulled you off course. When people stepped away, it was not pointless rejection. I removed what would have limited your growth. I ended connections that looked like love but slowly drained your spirit. You thought the quiet meant I was gone, but I turned it into a place of work. If there had been applause, you would not have heard my guidance. If life stayed busy, you would not have noticed the steps I was setting before you. So I lowered the noise, softened the crowd, and dimmed the light. In the quiet, I cleared your sight, healed old wounds, and loosened the grip of guilt. Guilt told you that loss was what you deserved. My voice tells you I trained you to move ahead without losing yourself, to grow without bending your values, to serve without becoming what others demand. Your tears were never wasted. Each one was like water poured on seeds I planted myself. The ground felt hard, but the water kept flowing, slipping through hidden cracks and making it soft. The seed endured the pressure below the surface, and now it breaks through into the open. Growth hurts because it loosens what once fell solid, but that pain is proof of life. You are not falling apart on the inside, you are pushing forward. What you believed was pointless pain was actually training, shaping your faith so it could hold what I am placing on you without breaking. You said you were weak. I say you learned how to rely on my strength. You focused on what you lost. I focus on what I kept alive in you. While your mind replayed what disappeared, I protected your courage, your softness, your care for others, and your ability to see clearly. While you said a door was shut, I opened your sight to a way forward you had never noticed before. While others called you unstable, I planted deep roots where no storm can touch you. Rejection tried to name who you are. That name is not yours. Rejection showed you a broken reflection of yourself, something I never designed. Today I shatter that false image. Today I restore who you are in me. You are not your worst moment, and you are not the words spoken by those who wounded you. You are what I have spoken, chosen, guarded, shaped by my hands, and sent with purpose. What you thought was shameful was actually sacred ground. With every step that made you bow your head, I was lifting your spirit higher than you could see. Remember when you cried out for an answer and heard nothing? In that time, I was teaching your heart to notice my presence before you saw my solution. Answers may change. My presence stays. Learn to hold on to what stays. Learn to notice my movement even when nothing around you seems to move. Learn to rest while doors remain closed, because I am always at work. My silence is not judgment. My silence keeps you steady until I speak clearly. I also saw when blame was placed on you for paths that were never meant for you. You carried weight that was not yours, and it made you tired. Today I lift that burden from you. I renew the bond between your heart and my truth. I teach you the difference between turning back to me and attacking yourself. Turning back leads you into my arms. Self-blame pulls you away from yourself and from others. I did not call you to live in a place of judgment. I called you to sit at a table. At the table there is food, direction, and rest. You look at the days behind you and say time was wasted. I look within you and see all that has been gained. You have gained depth, and you have learned how to truly listen. You have gained balance, and now time will respond to you because your heart has learned to respond to me. What is ahead of you will not need loud noise but quiet strength. True authority is formed in those who pass through heat and did not quit. You did not quit. Even when you felt weak, you stayed standing. Even when you questioned yourself, you kept moving. I honor that step forward, and I confirm this road you are on. Receive this new understanding. From this point on, when you look behind you, you will no longer see someone accusing you. You will see a Father holding you steady. When you remember loss, you will recognize protection. When you think about the closed door, you will remember the way I made instead. When you recall the silence, you will hear the quiet work I was doing inside you. The pain was never punishment. It was care. It was planning. It was love spoken in a way your heart could not yet read. Now it can. So breathe calmly and move forward without heaviness. I am with you. I always have been. I will stay. You remembered the quiet seasons and believed I was far away. You remembered moments of loss and decided you had failed. Today I help you see what was truly taking place. Every weight, every tear, every lonely night was part of the shaping. I never left you, I was forming you. Like hands shaping clay with firm pressure, I was making a vessel ready to carry what I would place inside. It was not punishment, it was preparation. It was not emptiness, it was a process. The pain was not rejection, it was proof that something new was being built. The fire around you was not meant to destroy you, but to refine you. I allowed you to walk through dry places not to exhaust you, but because only there did you learn to hear my voice above all others. When food felt scarce, you learned to trust what I provided day by day. When water seemed absent, you saw life flow from places you did not expect. When shade was missing, you understood that the covering over you was my presence, staying with you through every step. The dry place did not take away the promise. The dry place shaped who you are. And today, you are not the same person anymore. You now know who you are in me because you endured the heat and the pressure. Every tear you cried was like water falling on ground that once looked empty. You believed your pain was only pain, but I used that water to feed the seeds already placed inside you, seeds of bravery, seeds of trust, seeds of authority. Your tears were not wasted, they were nourishment. The heaviness of waiting was not delay, it was the time needed for roots to grow strong enough to hold what was coming. Even now, when you look around and see nothing rising, hear this. The growth already happened where eyes could not see it. What was hidden will soon open. What could not be seen will show itself, because your pain made the ground rich. You said, Lord, I have lost so much. And I answer you, nothing was lost. Everything was changed. What looked like ruin became a base. What looked like an ending became a starting point. What looked like a break became a joining. I know it hurt. I know the waiting wore you down. But I also know that now you understand the time was not wasted. Time was used with purpose beyond what you could see. Your clock shouted with impatience, but mine moved with exact care. Now you see that every painful minute was another drop feeding the seed that is now rising inside you. You were refined like gold in fire. The unwanted parts came up, not to shame you, but so I could remove them and show the shine that was always there. The pressure was never meant to crush you, it was meant to reveal what lived within you. When others thought you could not handle it, I was holding you with my unseen hand. That is why you are still standing, not because of your own strength, but because my strength carried you this far. And now I tell you this. The one who stood through the fire is ready to carry my glory. Remember the moments you cried out and heard nothing. Remember the days you thought no one was listening. Today I make this clear to you. Every prayer was kept, Every deep sigh was heard, every tear was counted. Not a single one was lost. They have joined together like streams that now spill into your life. You are living in a moment of release. You are stepping into a season where what was shaped in hidden places will be shown openly. The tears you cried in private will become a story others can see. What once felt like only pain will be turned into strength before many. Do not feel shame for the marks you carry. Your scars do not show weakness, they show that you survived. They prove you passed through the fire and were not destroyed. They speak clearly that your pain has become authority. When you speak, your words will carry weight, because you will not speak ideas without lived truth. When you comfort others, it will come with power, because you will offer more than words, you will offer living proof that I turn sorrow into joy and heaviness into praise. What once hurt you now becomes service. What once wounded you now becomes healing. What once held you still now becomes forward movement. So receive my word and answer with faith. Do not only hear it, seal it inside you, knowing you truly understand. Comment 777. If you understand that your pain was shaping you for this moment, this number is not a lucky sign. It is a faith statement, a clear declaration that your pain was not wasted but became seed. By writing it, you are saying, I see now that every tear gave growth, every quiet moment taught me, every loss made me stronger. You are declaring that your story was never outside my care. Now take a breath and receive the calm that comes when truth reaches your heart. You are not trapped by what is behind you, you are activated for what is now. What once looked like punishment you now see was protection. What once looked like loss is now shown as care. What once felt empty now blooms with fullness. Your pain was the shaping place, the seed, the road that led here. And I, your God, tell you this clearly, the time has come to gather what you watered with your tears. You named anxiety what was truly my spirit moving within you. You felt tightness in your chest, fast thoughts, short breaths, and you believed you were about to break. But today I tell you this clearly, that was not only emotional strain, it was a spiritual signal. Your inner life was responding to the start of a new season. The pressure you felt was not punishment, it was a sign that heaven was preparing to open before you. When you felt you had reached your limit, it was because you were standing at the edge between what was ending and what was beginning. I guarded your strength when you felt drained. I removed you from places that were slowly emptying your soul, not to leave you alone without reason, but to protect you from spending energy on fights that were never yours. Your tiredness was not rejection, it was care. If you had kept moving the way you were, you would have fallen before the promise came to life. So I guided you into what looked like a stop. That stop felt like failure, but it was wisdom. While you believed nothing was moving, I was aligning every detail for the moment when everything would awaken.